Hi, my name is Karolin. I'm from Germany, and to be more exact, from Lower Franconia, which is a province in Bavaria in the south of Germany. I'm here with the Catholic Rural Youth Movement from Germany, which is mainly focusing on the rural areas and the youth groups there, and is then connecting them on a higher level all over Germany. I'm from Lower Franconia, which is very known for their wine production in Germany. And therefore many people own vineyards and are producing wine and have wineries, especially like family-owned businesses. And our region is also severely affected by the climate crisis because the different grape species and wine species are only adapting to a certain climate and to certain climate conditions. Our region is also heating up and the water supply is decreasing, so there are long periods of drought and no rain, and these small wineries are then very affected by that climate crisis and by that decreasing supply of grapes for their wine, and they have to adapt to these changing circumstances. For example, that there is not that much water anymore, and that is very expensive and it's a very high effort for these families, and therefore it really affects also the economy in that region and just generally the people who live there. I think we know that in the future there still will be wine production in our region. It's just going to be different species of wine. Like you could economically say which is okay, and it will not be that great of a loss. But obviously these regional species of wine that only grow maybe in our region, for example like the Savannah would be a very concrete example. Of course they will get lost, which then culturally seen and just historically seen is very sad. It's really important in the culture of our region. We have, like in the summer, it's normal that we have wine festivals in the different villages that are in that region, and that collecting of the grapes in the autumn, which is also like every year, it's a very special time for the villages and for the wine families. I would say is a rather small industry and is not affecting that many people. Of course, you could say the wine industry is obviously not directly discussed at COP, but the agriculture is discussed and food systems are discussed, which I would say are also in the end affecting the wine industry. The action that has to be taken is to slow down the climate crisis and slow down the heating up of the earth, but that's like the big part, the political part of what can be done or what has to be done. The other thing is the adaptation aspect of it, because the wineries are adapting to these climate circumstances. For example, there is new techniques, new technologies for the water supply in order to make possible that this industry perseveres also in the future. So personally, I like the development that is happening in our region. Not that I like that the climate circumstances are changing, that obviously is a bad thing, but I like that the people are adapting to these changing circumstances and at the same time are also trying to develop more sustainable techniques and looking in the future, which I really like. But then of course I hope that we are going to be able to save our local species and to protect that historical and cultural value of the wine industry and the wine production in our region, and that the climate action taken here at COP also will have a positive effect on that.